Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this week I'm driving a VW Polo Vivo Life, specifically the Tiptronic, which means that it has a 6-speed automatic gearbox. It is not a DSG though. But what I will say is that it's actually my first ever VW press car, number one, and it's the first time I'm ever driving a Polo really. I think I had a courtesy Polo car once upon a time when my previous personal car went into a panel shop. What I will say is I'm kind of understanding why South Africans are absolutely head over heels about this car, purely because this car has really been the backbone of the South African economy and car culture, and pretty much a lot of South Africa's car heritage has got to do with Volkswagen and the Polo. Now, before the Polo was around, it was the City Golf, and before the City Golf, it was the Beetle. So as things have evolved, VW have really tried to refine the Polo offering as much as they can, while still trying to make it, obviously affordable, because that's the whole ethos and message of Volkswagen. Volkswagen is German for people's wagon, so people's car. Car for the people, something that everyone can afford and can enjoy. Now, this being the Polo Vivo, it's obviously the entry-level option of all the Polos. This being, of course, the Life, and it is the Tiptronic, so it's probably the Polo Vivo that went to private school, because it is automatic and not a manual. So far, so good. This car is notoriously known for being light on fuel, and I've already busted the fuel consumption myth. Volkswagen claims 6.6 liters per 100 kilometers. I've already got it down to about 5.5. So yeah, they really do understate what their fuel consumption is. Of course, speaking of fuel consumption, it does come from somewhere. So this car is powered by a 1.6 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder petrol engine. Now, it's simple theory of if it's not broken, don't fix it. They haven't wanted to or have needed to downsize the engine to a 3-cylinder or whatever the case is. If you want a turbocharged Polo, get a TSI. Those are great, I've heard. But one thing I will say is that this car has 77 kilowatts, 153 Newton meters of torque. It revs up to about 6,500 RPM. Look, it's all you actually need to get around. It's a perfectly good car to get you from A to B. The automatic gearbox does make life nice and easy. It's very comfortable. A few creature comforts, or I'll probably say lack thereof. Look, I do understand this is an entry-level Polo, but it is kind of boxing in a different weight class. The car costs 320,200 Rand. And for that price tag, you can get some really good options. I mean, Suzuki Swift is right up there, like a Suzuki Swift GLX. Manual transmission is right up there. There are quite a few options. There's that new Mahindra XUV 3XO. So what I really do think is that the Vivo could do with the rear park distance control. It doesn't need front. A reverse camera would be great. But what I will say, it does have rain sensing wipers, and I've just picked it up because I've just driven through a bit of a cloud burst. I'm not comparing it to Suzuki Swift, although that would not be a crime, because the Suzuki Swift has taken the gauntlets away from the Polo Vivo in terms of sales. VW have made this their best-selling car for pretty much, I don't know, like the last century. Suzuki have really come to the fight with the Suzuki Swift, especially the new one. I have driven that car, and it's a brilliant little car. Now, what I will say is that there are aspects, a lot of aspects of this car that are obviously better. This car does feel, I'd say, a little bit more solid on the road. The noise insulation is much better too. The Suzuki Swift, you got a lot of road noise coming to the cabin as well as the engine. Here, it's not as bad. But just in terms of general comfortability, the car is really nice. You do have cloth seats. The throttle response is great. The brakes are great. It's not too bad. I mean, it is a naturally aspirated engine at the end of the day, so it is just about, how many RPMs you're going to be getting out of the engine. There are no turbos to assist there. Then in terms of your infotainment system, you do have a touchscreen in the center. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, although it is not wireless. On the Swift, it is wireless, but here it is just, you have to plug in your cable. It's not even a USB-C cable, it's a USB male. So if you do have one of those, great. Otherwise, you might have a bit of an issue sourcing a cable for it. You have a good old-fashioned handbrake. The car is very basic, not in any wrong or bad terms of it, but it is very basic. It is the entry-level Polo, although it is the automatic. If you do want, a bit more gravy on the meat, you're obviously going to go a bit higher up. You're going to try and get a TSI, and then if you obviously want a bit more than that, you'll get a GTI. So at the end of the day, this car has moved the masses. This is very much the people's car in the country and a lot of places in the world. What I will say is that don't take my opinion for it. Look at the numbers, look at what other people say. This car is in a lot of households and a lot of homes. And in terms of car culture, it is kind of notorious because they take it, they make it stance, so that's where they give negative camber to all of the wheels. They drop it lower down. They do anything and everything that they want to this car. They'll tune it, they'll put exhaust on it, they'll do everything. So this car belongs here. Its home is South Africa, and just overall, it's a great car. It's good to get you from A to B. And look, it looks good too. This particular car is in a color called Ascot Grey, which is really nice. But at the end of the day, this is a good car. It was perfect to get you from A to B. It is solid. It has a very comfortable drive. It's not noisy. Yeah, it does everything. It's a great car. It's definitely something to look at and something to go for. I will definitely place it higher up than the Swift. I do think the Swift is a great option purely because of pricing. They're absolutely nailing the pricing. This is a bit more, but at the end of the day, people often go for this because you know it. Volkswagen have become a bit more of a premium brand these days, especially with a lot of their newer products, a lot of the facelift models. The new Tiguan looks great. There's a new model called the Tayron, there's the Taigo, there's the Touareg. So everything is a bit more premium, and that's why VW can ask for the price tag that they want, because they are becoming a bit more of a premium brand. They do still offer vehicles for anyone and everyone. They just are becoming a little bit more of a premium brand, and that's understandable. So at the end of the day, this is still a great car to get. Another thing is, if we look at the interior of the car, the steering wheel is multi-function. There is no cruise control function at all, I will just say that. But you also do have a little bit of a soft touch material on the dashboard. You do have climate control. It's not dual zone, it's simply single zone climate control. You have your cloth seats. As I said, at the end of the day, this is the entry level into the VW brand. So you can't ask for a lot, especially for the price that you're going to be paying. So if you did get this far, I really do just want to say thank you. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, like the video, send it to a friend, and until next time, I'll see you soon.